games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cardinals have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The gift to the tailback. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got his man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get them. Feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. In the red area, it's Fortin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Daniels. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mitchell.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught near the sidelines, will pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the option. The pitch. Finds a little space. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal.
And how about the a big play by this running back. Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hauls it in. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running in.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. On target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. Rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away and live to fight him.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Going to try to get it himself. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Oh, they're after him! And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Under fire! And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He makes a catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good bad.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
What a lucky break.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out into the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but more accurate field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. It's complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This one's complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Next, going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down and when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Daniels. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Cardinals are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to...
Wide open space. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Under fire. Gets the first himself. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Brown has it. Hard running there. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. DB's right up on the receivers. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Power ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cardinals are in the hurry up. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Complete downfield.
You
know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. Because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Looking for a productive play on first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's got him. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
What a great play by the defense. And a critical down late in the game. 1 possession behind. You needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Hilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. To the air, it's Daniels. He's got his man. And the Cardinals get it past the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hilton.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage after the...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one... It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made